What's up, everybody?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of
Coffee Breakup.
starring Reverend Schultz.
And Chris Vera.
Thank you so much for the best ever. Thank you so much for tuning in yet again, and thank you so much for those who've been with us for kind of since day one.
Since day one. There's a
last
couple.
week, yeah, last week was actually our anniversary for Valentine's Day. We launched
on Valentine's Day.
Whatever 3 years ago. What year is it again? 2023, 2020 then?
2020.
COVID.
Right before COVID, yeah.
Dude.
A month and a half before COVID, really, before things really closed down and everything. So everything was...
Yeah, we didn't even know that COVID was actually a real thing
Yeah.
at that point. We were just talking about it when we started. We were like
yo, there's people sick or...
you were writing, no, but like you were writing your books, and then, you know, I had helped you in some page. You know, you shouted me out. It really made me feel like, it really gave me purpose, you know? And then I went to that podcast seminar. I brought you along. You started being like, oh, they're telling me, you know, they like my writing. They want me to do this. Let's do this together.
What can we do? Yeah.
We got together right around probably my birthday, October. Must have been like October.
It was around October. There was like a seminar on Coral Gables. We went.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we're like, okay, like let's plan this out. What do we need? Equipment. And then we had everything done. I think we had everything by December. I remember it was around like Christmas, the holidays.
Like garbage equipment, garbage mics, but I mean, it helped us start.
Sure, exactly. We recorded out of the same warehouse, right? Remember?
Big old warehouse at
big
first.
Big old warehouse, the fucking Echo.
Then a tiny warehouse. There was like a garage.
A garage.
Then it was...
And then it was H-Gap for a very long time.
We tried your apartment.
We did a couple... because everything was closed down. We did it through, like March, April, May. We were doing it in my studio.
Oh, no, remember when we first thought about doing it at the apartment that you were living in Hialeah?
Yeah, we were trying it out.
Moving like the furniture around, the cameras, how does it look, the lighting.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that. And we were just doing like a demo.
We were going to do it in the office at my job.
At your bank.
After it closed, we're like, oh, let's just put up the mics and stuff like that. Yeah.
Let's move in, let's move out. Then the cameras, they would shut down after like 20 minutes.
Not even. I think it was like 12 minutes.
Yeah,
remember?
they would cap out. Then we try to like...
Oh, but then when we went to H-Gab with our own equipment, those cameras. But then we got them connected and we figured it out. We had to hack the system.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Then like do like dead batteries so it could just like stay connected. Oh my God, what a crazy journey. And we were at H-Gab for a while.
H-Gab, shout out H-Gab in Midtown or whatever, Wynwood area.
Midtown. They were good to us.
They were great.
And it was good while it lasted. And then I think we moved to this space just this past fall, and it was perfect. I mean, I moved into the 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom in July, I want to say, July. And then I was like, you know what? Let's use the second bedroom make it into a podcast studio. So I kind of sacrificed a little bit. I wanted to make this like an office or whatever, would have been dope. But, you know, I wanted to sacrifice.
Technically it can be.
Where? Remember I wanted to put the desk here?
Yeah, no.
No, I mean, I believe in this so much. And there was no doubt in my mind that I wanted to have something for our own where we can customize and have the lights and the logo and
our own this is like,
this is our own
looking
logo.
at this, remember when we unboxed this, we were like, damn, that's
pretty
us.
Cool. Yeah. And we were like looking at what type of design, what type of logo, what type of quotes. And I remember the whole process. It took us months to put this together. The studio itself, and I know every guest comes in and it's like this is legit. This is like the real deal.
Right?
And for our first studio, I'm super proud of us. And the wood that we installed and the wallpaper,
the lights,
the foam, and
microphones.
And we've had a couple of hiccups here and there, but ultimately, I think I'm super proud of what we've done and the impact that we've made.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to just look back to where we started with all just wanting to help people.
Yeah.
And not even like talk some shit, not even, you know, waste time, or like all these other people that they started just for no reason.
Yeah.
People would stop me all the time like, oh, I want to do a podcast too. And like, what about what? Oh, you know, I don't know. Me and my boys just want to talk shit. You can only talk so much shit. I mean, I'm sure you with your boys, like, it's cool, but when you're in camera, you almost feel like you're forced to do stuff.
Yeah.
And then when you fall in love with, like, man, well, yeah, we're going to have a podcast. We're going to pop off. Look at this other podcast. You then start to look at it very like, well, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
But for us, we always had a mission. You know, we always just wanted to help people. And that always pushed us. And I always feel like we're never satisfied because whether there's always someone that needs to be helped or there's always some sort of problem that needs to be fixed. You know, there's always more for us to learn and more to impact and more to be involved in. And it's just makes our purpose that much stronger to continue doing this. And I'm extremely happy, extremely grateful for what we've done, what we've created. It's been 3 years. Kind of in hindsight, it hasn't really been that long since it's already been 3 years.
It hasn't felt that long.
3 years. Just imagine what the next 3 years are gonna be, dude.
Yeah, and I think we are very hungry and ambitious, and we say we want to get bigger, we want to do this full time, and I believe it will happen. Sometimes we have to slow ourselves down and realize what we have and the people that we've helped and the people, because it sometimes we forget because we do have a full-time job, and sometimes it kind of feels like, I'm sure you've had that too, where it's like, are we just doing this for nothing, right? And in the sense that like we post every week, we're super consistent, but like,
shout out Marvin,
yeah, we're super consistent, but we still have our day jobs, we still have our struggles, we still have our life outside, and it's like, when is that huge break gonna hit?
Yeah.
But that being said, like every time somebody reaches out, hey guys, you guys are really making an impact. You guys help me out, and they share their intimate experiences and whatever. To me, like that is such a big satisfaction, and I know it is to you as well. And people have approached you as well in DMs, individually, in person, and they've said the same thing, that that we do make an impact. It just might be a small one, but even if it's just making somebody's day just a little bit better. Just a little bit. To me, that is what I want to do. That is my purpose. I want to make somebody's day just a little bit better. And that's how it starts.
Yeah. For me, I like, my goal is just to challenge norms and status quo.
Sure.
Whatever you feel like has been accepted, and just because, like, let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's try to understand why we have these positions, why we feel that we believe in these things. And if we do, we can be a little bit more compassionate about other people's beliefs.
Yeah.
If we're so passionate about what it is that we believe in, and we almost want to instill people with whatever our beliefs is, we like to be agreeable. We like people to agree with us. And sometimes it's okay to disagree. It's healthy to disagree. It just shows that there's just so much out there that we don't know, or that is different from us, that we should be open to learning and listening to, because you never know if maybe that's more of a benefit to your life, or what fits better. Yeah, you're stuck on your ways of what you thought was supposed to be. It's like, well, let's challenge that. What else can we learn? What else is out there? Is there a different way of thinking? Is there another solution to the problem? It's never only going to be one solution. Yeah. And I feel like just being able to be open-minded and expand on that, be open, willing to accept different views and different beliefs, I feel like it just makes everyone a little bit more just kind of brings us more together. Yeah. Understanding that we have differences, that is something in common that we all have. That we all have differences. And why not accept those and embrace those?
And it's so important, because I feel like we live in a world more than ever now where everybody wants to make you feel like we're divisive and have different opinions, and you can't be friends with certain people.
You gotta pick one.
Yeah, pick a side. And it's like, so having that mentality, I think, is more valuable than it ever has been. Yeah. So I love that. And even though we help a lot of people, we have helped a lot of people, but I'm also very grateful for everybody who they've helped us as well. And I'm such a better person. 3 years of meeting people and people coming on and sharing their experiences. And I believe I'm an open-minded person, but some people, they came on and they're like, they have certain views and whatever, and I'm like, and prior to sitting down with them, I never thought I would agree. And then by the end, we laughed, we shook hands, and I'm like, you know what, that's a good point. And the other day, I had a dinner with a great friend of mine, Larry. Shout out to Larry and Patricia.
Larry.
I had a dinner with both of them and Claudia as well. And he said something. He's like,
was this like a double date?
Huh?
Was it a double date?
Yeah, they had us over for dinner. And so, yeah.
Okay. Maybe the messages didn't go through on my phone.
you wouldn't have showed up. You wouldn't have showed up anyways.
Hey, you don't know that.
2 hours later.
Anyways, you're saying Larry,
Yes. So, and he said, I've known him for a long time. I've mentioned him in my book. He's helped me through severely difficult time, and so have you, obviously, as well. And he did say something. He said, you've changed so much, and you've become such a better person. Not saying that I wasn't a good person back then when he met me, but he's like, dude, you've grown so much. And he says, you have such a positive, and I quote, he said, you have such a positive or different, like, aura. He said aura, and I'm like, he's like, never used that word before, but he's like, dude, you're a different person now than you were back then. And I'm like, I truly believe that, because of the people we've had sitting in this couch and sitting in Age Gap and sitting and everywhere, and even the people who gave comments on social media, everyone has made me better, and I'm super grateful for that. Every individual, every conversation, every argument, every discussion has made me into a better person, and I'm extremely grateful for that. And even sitting next to you for so many years, that has also made me a better individual in so many different ways, and I look up to you, and and many aspects, and aspire to be just a little bit better every day. And if that's the case, then I'm on the right track.
That was beautiful. Likewise, as
Thank
well. You are very profound. I didn't know this was almost like we just got out of Valentine's Day and I still got love.
Everybody getting love.
Right? You are a very profound individual. Very, at least with me, you're patient. And I feel like maybe some people will probably say different for whatever reason.
Sure.
But somehow, at least I know what it is to not be patient. So then whenever I see that you kind of take a step back to talk to me about things, if something's bothering you, you sometimes wait a little bit too long. I wish that you can address it sometimes like directly.
Yeah.
But I do like how you're like, you don't explode. You talk, you communicate, you're understanding. And that also, I feed off of that as well, because then just the way that you handle conversations, the way that you handle people, it's very admirable. You just know how to navigate. You know how to expand on conversations. You know how to learn. Like, you're open to learning because you are truly curious about things. And I think that's always been our mission, that we're just so hungry to learn more, that we're always just so open just to intake information from wherever it comes, even if we disagree with it. I just want to know more about it. Like, why is it that it's wrong, right? That I've always thought, but if you probably have something positive to say, tell me why you're so passionate about it. And I feel like that's the strength that we've both had within this journey. And again, I agree with you with everyone that sat there, every conversation that we've had, every different perspective, some relatable, some not. A lot of them are very similar. Some are very like polarizing. We were like, what the hell? But it kind of just changes your mindset. It just always, you never know what to expect. You can never be prepared for anything. So just be prepared for the unexpected. And just be open and just ride with it. Almost like what Landy was saying. Well, I don't even know when that episode was.
But we spoke to him.
We did when we was talking about it. Like, you just gotta let go of the control and just ride the wave.
Yeah.
And just riding that kind of takes you to different paths that you probably never knew that existed, and you never knew that you might like. Yeah. You just have to always be open, just always listen. And I think everyone that sat there just as well has made me a better individual, just because of how much I've had to just open my mind and just learn, be compassionate, understanding. If I want people to listen to me and give me the time of day and really understand me and be empathetic with me, so they can really understand what it is that I feel, I think it's only fair that I do that to somebody else. I reciprocate that. I want to build that environment for them to be comfortable enough to show me who they really are. I don't feel like anyone should feel like they shouldn't be someone or hide who they really are because of whatever society or whatever friends or anything. So I feel like being able to just be open and understanding of everyone's, coming of be is, I think it's very, it's exciting to just see what else is out there.
Yeah. And the word you used, curious, and I think we both are in a lot of ways. And it's so important, and it makes a discussion and sit down so much better, because we always want to learn about the new things. If it's diet, fitness, health, mental health, it's relationships, dating, marriage. Like, we are also both willing. Business, finances, real estate. We're both so willing to like sit down and learn. Like, whether there was a discussion with Landy or Dr. Hasty or the Marion or like all these people that we found. Gabe.
Or close friends.
Yeah,
still.
Exactly. So I'm always willing to learn more. And I truly believe in life you can never learn enough. There's never a finish line to educating yourself.
Is there anything that you've learned or that we've kind of gone through? We have a little bit of time. We're good?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you probably have learned along the way? Maybe some perspectives have changed from the start of our journey to now? Where you started believing in something?
Water. For sure.
Keep going.
I think one of the first episodes we've had 3 years ago, dating somebody who has kids, was a really, really big one that we talked about. And this was 3 years ago. I was about to be 27. So I was 26, 27. And at that point, I was really adamant about like, no, I wouldn't. Like, I why should I? I don't believe in it, this and this. Like, I don't want to be with somebody who has kids and stepdad and da-da-da. And over the past 3 years, we've had countless of women who are single mothers. We've had men who are single fathers. And when it comes to the single moms, like, I really listened, and I really, really thought that some of these women are really amazing women. And I think we live in a society where people are like, well, they have kids, they're damaged. And I'm like, and I listen to these women, and of course I only get a glimpse of who they are. But I truly believe that there's a lot more to it than just, okay, well, she's a single mom, like, I'm just I can't take her serious. So I don't believe that anymore. is that ideal? Dating someone who has kids? You know, perhaps not. I would love to have my own kids with my own woman, and that would be great. But I'm not as shut off anymore as I used to be. To be completely transparent. But I'm also 30, you know, and so. But yeah, I want to have kids with my wife, and that would ideally be the only children we have together. But to sit there and say, well, just because you have children, I wouldn't take you serious, I'm not at that point anymore.